It's time to meet the Muppets on the Muppet Show tonight.
Good morning. We're halfway through January, and I still haven't finished most of my Christmas gifts because of Vlogmas. So I'm going to try and finish, hopefully at least one today for our baby's teacher, because we're going to see her tomorrow, and I would like to be able to give it to her only 2 weeks late. If not, that's okay. Goals are just there to aim for something. So anyway, but I haven't actually done the math. I'm making this many. Plus I'll probably make like 2 more just to have for me. We're starting the day off we had breakfast, didn't film that because of the baby, but I'm going to Michael's because I need so much batting and I need more thread. So let's go do that. And then I'm gonna see how much I can get done in the next like 24-ish hours. If you've never been here, you've never seen me before, my name is Morgan. My pronouns are she, her. I'm married to Felix. Their pronouns are they, he. We post a lot of craft content, a lot of being parents, a lot of just lifestyle stuff, but we don't share our kid. We'd love to have you here. We love this job. We love adding new people to our community. Anyway, let's go get some crafting done. I've got my labyrinth worm pigtails on, so it's serious time. I already cut out a lot of these, probably like a third of them. So I'm gonna lay out the ones that I already have. And then I think my plan is I'm gonna cut every single one of them out. So the baby's teacher's pouch all the way through, and then kind of like assembly line, so all the rest of them. Grouped by size, because there's 3 different sizes. That's my hope and my dream. If I could get just the teachers done and everything cut out, I will call this a success. This is the bag that I made for myself, which you may have seen in the Vlogmas where I made it. I am really glad that I made myself one first so that I know what to expect a little bit more, but it has been like a month, so we'll see. And it's modeling to me how the pieces are gonna come together. That's its first job. Secondly, it has my journal in it, which is where I wrote down what fabric is going with what and what size I'm making everyone. And I'm glad because I was like, I'll remember, and I don't. And I already made all those decisions, so I wouldn't have to make them mid cutting stuff up. So I'm glad that I have that. That is a tip for me to you, to write down notes before you start, because your brain will be tired when it comes time. Anyway, I'm gonna pop on a YouTube video, power through cutting all the stuff out, and then we will get to quilting. I guess we'll do teacher blank. We'll do teacher blanks first, and then go ahead and sew it all the way through, and then we'll back to back to back quilt everybody else's. I took a 1-hour break to drink a Mormon Coke and eat some Cheez-Its. And now I'm back. Okay, I've got everything cut out except for there's two things of fabric that I need to wash because it turns out they have stains on them. So I'm going to wash those, and then while they're washing, I'm going to get started sewing at least one of the bags. Hopefully we can finish it tonight, but we will see. We will see. Okay, it's hours later. I've got my outside pieces quilted and cut out. I had already cut my liner and stuff, and now we get to actually construct. I have been having so much fun making these. Since I recorded this video on Sunday, today is Wednesday, and I've already made 4 other of these bags, 4 more of them. It's just been so nice for my mental health, and just with like the political climate that we're in and being parents to a young kid, and like there's just so much going on, and like I just cannot describe to you guys how much it has helped to do something with my hands and just like be off of my phone, especially like when I was recording time lapses, because I couldn't be on my phone, right? If there's anything that you take away from this cute little video, I really hope that it is truly, it helps to be away from your phone. It helps to be with your friends. It helps to do something. It helps to do something other than things that are only pushed along by stress and fear. You know what I mean? This is an opportunity for me to be creative, an opportunity to make things for my friends, for my community eventually. Like, it has been so helpful to get back into sewing, and I really hope that you, viewer, hear that and take that with you, because it has been so helpful this week. So helpful. Okay, it's done. This looks better than when I made one for myself, so that's great. I'm learning, I'm growing. I hope that his teacher will like it. She's like really cool, and obviously this is kind of like clearly I'm an early preschool teacher kind of vibe, but I hope that either she can use it for work, like, because they do, like she comes to our house sometimes, she goes to all of the kids' houses sometimes, and so she could put like, I don't know, like pens and pens and like a notebook, or I don't know. Or the way that I used mine most recently is just kind of as like a packing cube. I also put 2 zippers on this one. I feel like that makes it a little bit more, just like even more accessible. I don't know if I showed this on mine, but the way that this pattern works, you can completely flip the top. I did make 1 change to the pattern. Well, 2. Number 1, she has pockets on both linings. I just put a pocket on one. I don't think it needs 2 pockets for what I think she's going to use it for. Now, some of the other friends, I'm specifically going to put pockets that you could slide like a pen into. So like a skinny little pocket for just 1 pen and whatever. So that's kind of nice that you can customize it. The other thing, and this will only matter if you decide to actually make this pattern yourself, is when it comes to the step of adding a zip end cover, in her video and in her instructions, she only puts it on one side. I put it on both sides. Number 1, because I'm using zipper tape versus like a pre-made zipper, and it keeps it from zipping off. But also, I don't know how she's making hers long enough to cover the whole bag. And again, you would see it in the video if you decide to make it yourself without doing that. So that's the only caveat. But yeah, I am so excited to make all of these. This has been so good for my mental health. Like, completing a project, unfortunately, similar to when you actually take a walk outside and you feel better, making something with your hands does make, at least me, feel so much better mentally, along with taking my meds on time. So and taking a shower, which I did before I filmed this outro.
Wow, she's so clean.
Showered?
Wow,
Oh,
I
wow,
can't
she's
believe
clean.
it. Wow.
Thank you so much for watching. I know this is the second time I've done a little sewing video in a month. I won't apologize. We film what we're up to. This is what I'm up to, and I'm proud of it. And I want you to see it, and I hope that you are inspired to make something yourself. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to all of our patrons. Speaking of which, we've had a lot of new patrons since Vlogmas. I'd love to have you over there. We post just kind of random videos of us yapping. We also post behind the scenes, like unedited versions of our short form, because usually if we're filming short form of us just like being silly, it's almost always like at least 15 or 20 minutes that Felix cuts down to like a minute and a half. It's pay what you can. Everybody gets access to the same content no matter what you pay. However, someone messaged me, and if you're here, message me again because I accidentally deleted the message. Someone messaged me on Instagram and was like, you know, I don't really, they were super nice about it, to be clear. They were like, I don't really like seeing ads on YouTube. You should maybe make a Patreon tier that's like $10 a month or something like that, where you get to watch the same YouTube videos, but there won't be any ads. Is that something you guys would be interested in? Let me know. It's something I could certainly set up. The only thing I'm a little nervous about is that we pay our friend Seven to do the captions on our YouTube videos, like to edit the auto captions. And I don't know how to do that on Patreon. So I've never done it before. I don't know. If anyone knows about that, let me know. I haven't done any Googling either, so we'll see. But if that's something anyone would be interested in, I can certainly set it up. That's it. Thank you so much. I hope you liked this little video. I hope, again, it inspires you to do something that gets you off that phone. That's it. I will see you guys soon. Enjoy the bloopers. Bye. Okay, before we get to the bloopers, I wanted to show all the bags that I finished before this video came out. This is obviously the one that I worked on in the video for our baby's teacher. I'm really proud of it. I already made it way better than I did the one that I made for myself. This is the one that I made for my sister-in-law. By the way, every one of these bags, the receiver of the bag is already seen. In this one, I specifically wanted denim tabs, and I had to kind of like figure out how I was going to do that because they were so thick, and I'm really proud of how they turned out because I thought it just like matched the rest of the bag so perfectly. Like I said, with most of these, I only put in one pocket, and with a couple of them, I put in these little tags that Mimi had because I just thought they were a cute little thing to add. This is for my friend Kyle. This is my first attempt at having like wavy quilted lines. I did draw them on with a friction pen, which is a pen where the lines disappear after you iron them. They aren't perfect. I feel like that adds to the topsy-turviness of it all, though. Once again, I only did one pouch, and I found this perfect green zipper, which is not only Kyle's signature color, but it perfectly goes with Quasimodo's shirt. This is for my friend Simone. What's great about this fabric in particular is that because it had the lines already on it, on the print, it was super easy to quilt. It was also really fast because the small bags are just really quick to make. I put a tag in this one as well, and what's really interesting about this is the lining of this one is a pair of old pants that Felix doesn't wear anymore. This girl is my pride and joy. I'm so proud of how this bag turned out. It was my first time doing like a lattice work quilt. I feel like it was so perfect. Everything about it is so great. This is the bag that I intentionally made a teeny tiny pocket to put one pen in because this is for our friend Hannah, and I think she might use it to, I don't know, just kind of have like a little analog journaling cutesy girl bag. We'll see. She can use them for whatever she wants. I used a very cute little yellow gingham lining for this one. I'm so proud of it. I might make one for myself out of this same fabric because I feel like it just turned out so, I don't know, just like feminine, you know? Like I love this one. Anyway, this has been so good for me this week, and I think I'm gonna just keep making them until I've caught up on all my Christmas presents. And I hope that you make something for yourself too. Okay, bye.
Po Buddy's nerfect, right?
Did you just have a stroke, Pam?
If you've never been here, my name is Morgan. We post a lot. Wait, hang on. We're not like mommy bloggers in that way. No idea if you can see this. I'm holding it with my chin. Oh, I forgot I was filming. When it comes to the step of adding, what does she call it? Do 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 do. How did I forget this? I don't know how I forgot the word, but I find it right. When it comes to the step of adding a zip end cover, you know, the phone It is great for some things. It is not as great for other things. So that is all. Thank you so much.
Sorry.